Hello once again, back at you with yet another match of our contest. Today we bring you Ancient Soris from Justice Fighters, currently at rank 13, challenging Vesperion from Independence, currently at rank 10. So, let's take a look. We're waiting on the ship choices for now. Just for a little bit of context, there currently seems to be an invasion going on. I was over there a moment ago. I'm not sure if it's still going on, but that might explain some of the global chatting you see. And Vesperion decides to go with a serious ship, so I will just relay that to Soris. We can get this on the way. Vesperion, just like in his last match that I commentated, is picking the Lava as his first ship. I'll verify the tech on it in a minute once we land. And I'm curious what Soris is going to put up against it. I don't think we've seen Soris yet. Oh, Soris is already down. Whoops. I am amazing at observing. Yeah, it's totally professional camera work here. So yeah, we have a Lava and we have a Hunter. So this should, by all definitions, be a Hunter victory, but if rocket crits, you know. When a rocket crits on the low armor that Hunter already has, it can get a bit dicey, so Hunter does need to be careful, but yeah, by all means this should be a Hunter victory. So let's see. Let's see how good he is at range exploiting for a start. What sort of tech are we looking at? This looks, yeah, pretty much what you'd expect. It's full strong. Yeah, it's exactly what you'd expect. A Vesperion with a long afterburner, rapid blaster, rapid rocket, a Draconis collector, very interesting choice there, I'm sure it'll come into play. A plus refiner drone, also interesting choice. Long aim computer, rapid shield and long cloud. So really favoring his long and rapid techs, and we'll see how that goes. I'm a bit afraid that the hunter is just gonna burst through it with the strong tech, but you know. I am ready to be surprised. RD before shield, that's fair. He can also pop the shield at this point. The RD is not gonna heal him to full. Lava has too much armor for that. He doesn't need a shield, he has to be careful. That hunter does have a lot of DPS. Shield texture is bugged, he does have the shield up. That's only a rapid shield though, that's gonna go out in a few hits. Vesperion has nothing left at this point, so like he can't run away, his ship is too slow for it, and he's just gonna go down. So Soris not even playing very technically, just, you know, superior ship choice, I suppose. So yeah, we'll see what sort of system Vesperion thinks is going to give him some comeback material. Apparently Soris has been in multiple other matches, so I don't know, must have been casted by someone else. He is also one of our referees, so he is allowed to record his own fights, in which case they may have been posted without commentary. I'm not entirely sure. Did I cover any of them? Let me see if I can find. Yeah, he fought against Chaos Fighter, I did cover that one. And the other fight must have been outside of my casting, I don't see a video of it. So we'll see what Vesperion chooses. Mizar. A lot of people seem to favor Mizar. I think Mizar PvP is interesting, because the ships are a bit different, usually. You don't have the sniper tech on ancient level, so ships like Hunter, Emperor, or CC, they're all a bit weaker than they normally are, and those are definitely the three ships of the contest at the moment. Just the three ships of PvP in this game. That's an issue for the developers to fix. There's not that much we can do about it. If we ban them, then you're limiting the variety in Soris. Interesting. Soris going a lava again. Ah! So this might be an interesting little mind game. He's bringing out a lava, but he's bringing it with full strong tech this time. So the previous match he had full rapid tech, and if Vesperion doesn't catch on to this, he's gonna be very surprised. Because, yeah, the way strong tech works is very different from rapid tech, obviously. Rapid is more about the sustained, like, death by 1,000 cuts. You have lots of reaction time. But it's harder to, like, avoid all of the hits. With strong, you can avoid more specific timings, right? Because it doesn't happen as often, but that one punch is way harder. And Vesperion bringing out a Scorpion against it, which I'm honestly not sure. I think this is a pretty interesting match. The Scorpion should still have a dominant speed advantage, so I'm not expecting the Lava to win. I don't think Lava is a particularly good 1v1 ship, just because it lacks in speed, but I'm here to be surprised, Any NPCs? Vesperion puts his, gets 5%. Oh wait, I was wrong. Vesperion still favoring his rapid tech. Vesperion is the Scorpion and Soris is the Lava. My mistake. Apologies, guys. So yeah, Vesperion still with the rapid meta, apparently. Seems to favor that. Missing the bomb already though, it's a bit unfortunate, but against the Lava I don't think it matters that much. The bomb, it doesn't fare well against high armored ships, and Vesperion seems to not have his aim scrambler on yet. It's a bit hard to see the particles at times. But whoa! He just gets critted from, what was that, 50% health or something? That was an insane crit. Wow. Yeah, Vesperion saying like he was about to start RD, which, yeah, like, understandable. I didn't expect that crit either. You can't blame the man for it, for not putting his RD on time on that one. Scorpion not as armored as people sometimes think it is. It is on the lower half of armor in this game, to the best of my knowledge. Obviously we don't have stats yet, so we can't hard confirm that, unless someone wants to like data mine it or something, but I'm not about that life. I don't think it's a very tanky ship, particularly an armored ship. But, you don't expect to be critted that hard by a rocket, even if it is strong. So yeah, a bit unfortunate there, and Soris up to a quick 2-0 lead. If you hear Discord pings going off, I do apologize. I think I've muted them. Should have done that before the recording started. My apologies if that came through on the recording, which I'm not entirely sure about. Only time will tell. So let's see, Gemini now the system of choice for Vesperion, and we'll see what sort of exciting ships we're gonna see. Usually it's either a Storm or a Shock in Gemini. Some people like to play tank. Personally not a fan of it. I think that just like the Lava, it's just a bit too slow. You don't control anything, and Soris brings out a Shock. Strong actuator. Good boy, good lad. Yeah, this is the tech that I would put on a Storm as well. And Vesperion also in a Shock, but he has long tech. And I actually think that in a Shock v Shock match, the long tech favors you. I don't think, like, on the stuns it doesn't matter as much. Like, having long stuns are just kind of annoying, to be honest. I don't think they're more threatening than strong stuns, but they are significantly more annoying. But we're gonna see. The long RD is definitely favoring Vesperion here, though. Long RD is... that's just what you want in these low systems if you're against a shock, because the DPS isn't there. In higher systems, if you're talking about RDXs, Marlstones and Bonaris, then it's a bit of a different story. But on a base shock, if you're fighting into another base shock, you know. It looks like Vesperion, yeah, both put the actuator and then the stun, Vesperion going for an RD right away. Because he has the long one, obviously, he has to get it out in time. Interesting though that they put the actuators before. On Vesperion's side it is a long actuator, on Soris a strong actuator, and he's only now used his RD. So that actuator is only going to cover part of his RD cooldown, I think. Unless if I've miscalculated this. We're gonna find out. So far Blaster Racing, and because of the stuns, you know, Vesperion full health. Soris also full health, and the RDs run out at roughly the same time. So we're in a pretty even match, but Vesperion still stunned, and he is now a bit behind. He needs to somehow stun and get out. Needs to AB out, needs to AB out. No, doesn't get it. So Soris with a 3-0. I do think there were afterburners there at the end. I'm gonna relog my game real quick because it seems like some things are broken in terms of the effects and animations. So I'm gonna do a quick relog and we'll hope that that fixes it. So you'll get to see all of my amazing other characters for those of you who are interested. I don't want to spoil anything, but prepare to be amazed because I've been busy on other servers. But yeah, we'll hope this fixes it. Meanwhile, Soris with a 3-0 lead over Vesperion. So we'll have to see if he can turn it around. He still has at least one more match to play. And yeah, as Soris said, like, shock v shock, mirror matches are always a bit RNG, in my opinion. But yeah, Soris had used everything at the end there, but so did Vesperion, so you know, that's how mirror matches goes. This was mostly items put at the same time. The RDs were put at different times, but you know, balanced versus long. And yeah, I think you need to be a little bit more careful in the shock v shock matchup with your actuator timing. I think that's the most important thing. If you can get your actuator to reduce more cooldowns on you than what the opponent gets, that means you're gonna be ahead. For the rest of it, there is a bit of stun timing, but mostly both of your items are gonna have the same value. Like every item that you use, the enemy can just click the same item at the same time. It'll have the same effect, but with the actuator, you can set a bit of the pace. And Soris actually bringing out a Hornfels, so kind of throwing a curveball here. Hornfels I don't think has been in the Ultimate Contest yet. To the best of my knowledge. Vesperion brings out a Defender. Now I know for a fact that this has not been in the contest either, so definitely a bit of a premiere. A bit of an inside scoop on the newest tactics being developed, possibly. I don't know. We're gonna find out. Hornfels obviously quite a new ship still. So I don't think the meta has like fully developed on this. On how to play this ship. The way I see it, it's mostly a burst ship, and I don't think that's gonna go down very well, because bursting a defender, a rare defender, is a tough order. That ship has a lot of HP, and you know, it just drops turrets and it sits there, and what are you gonna do about it? But we're gonna see here. Already dropping the turret, so now he needs to protect that. Like that's the important part about PvP with the defender. If you let your turret die, it seems like the effects are still bugged, by the way. So I do apologize, it's not looking as good as it probably should be. I'm not sure why. But yeah, just a bit unfortunate. I'll keep an eye on the HP bars. At least our blasters are working. It's just the AoEs here that don't seem to be working. Ooh, so Soris just decides to OS the turret. That puts Vesperion in quite a bad situation. Soris now waging his inverter, so there's nothing Vesperion can do to him for a bit now. Ooh, he times that mine perfectly though to, I think, hit right after the inverter, but unfortunately Soris not taking much damage. Vesperion now running, that is an afterburner. Soris afterburns after him, and I think he's gonna catch up here, and that should be the game. Vesperion still has a sticky to throw out, I do believe. He might be able to land the combo, but Soris is careful. Puts his RD up, and there's not much to do at this point. Drops a mine. Can Vesperion somehow squeeze out of range? No. Doesn't look like it. So yeah, with the defender there's really not much you do if you don't have turrets up. So you need to babysit them as long as they are up, and I don't think you should put them before the fight starts either. Your repair turret is the main thing, but in a 1v1 it's too easy to just sort it out anyway. Even if the turret didn't die, Soris can just sit far away from it, and there's not much the defender can do about it. You can move the turrets at this point, but you know, it's just not reliable enough. And I definitely think that, yeah, I don't think defender is the best choice in 1v1. It's pretty good on CQs, because you can like hold an area. It's decent in squadron PvPs, 2v2s, 3v3s, but in 1v1, like everything the defender does is a bit exploitable. And Soris giving a masterclass on that. They're just burst the turret, and then there's nothing the defender can do. Anyway, that concludes this match. Pretty decisive. So Soris taking a 4-0 victory. Yeah, that's really all there is to it, I guess. So I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.